What is up everyone, it is Sacred Saiyan here, welcoming you to the 4th episode of the series, What If Goku Was Born with FRIEZA'S Potential. If you end up liking today's video, then please consider subscribing. It is free, and you can always unsubscribe later. There is a link in the description of the video to join my Discord server, and also to become a channel member if you want to support the channel. There is now a new channel member tier called Royal Blue, so if you want to support me, then that is definitely the best way to do so. And with all that out of the way, let's get into the 4th episode of What If Goku Was Born with FRIEZA'S Potential. This video begins once the group arrives back on Earth after the defeat of Frieza. The group exit their ship and see a purple-haired man waiting for them as they do. The purple-haired man would then ask to speak to Goku in private, and Goku is confused but agrees, walking a short distance away with the man, and they finally introduce himself as Trunks. They have come from the future, and he has come back to the past in order to save it. Trunks explains that in a few years, 2 androids will come, and all the Z fighters will die. The only one surviving being Raditz, who trains himself, but he died in a battle against the androids around a year ago his time. Goku says that it's impossible that the android could kill himself, but Trunks says that Goku actually dies a few months before they arrive, due to a heart virus, so that theory could have never been tested. Goku then says that surely they couldn't have beaten Gohan either. What happened to him? And Trunks says that a short time after Goku died, Gohan accidentally transformed into a great ape because he saw a full moon, and Gohan went on a rampage, nearly destroying the Earth himself, and he would have if not for the Dragon Balls being used, to wish him to be transported to Namek since it has no moon. Nobody was strong enough to cut off Gohan's tail, and nobody could push back Gohan after Goku died, so for the safety of the entire planet, Gohan had to stay on Namek, and Chi-Chi decided to go there to stay with her son. Bulma already thought of the idea of trying to travel to Namek in order to bring Gohan to kill the androids, but they have no contact with Namek anymore, and they don't have a lot of resources. So if the androids saw they were creating a ship, and then destroyed it, they wouldn't have enough resources to do any backup plan. Goku damns the world. The thing that takes him out is a stupid heart virus. He feels so pathetic. Trunks says that is actually why he is here, outstretching his hand with medicine for the heart virus, and telling Goku to take this, and he will survive. Goku thanks Trunks, and Trunks then leaves, saying he will return once the androids show up, to see if everything goes well. And after this, Goku goes over to the others, and with the help of Piccolo who overheard everything, they explain the threat of the androids. So now, everyone trains for the androids. Vegeta and Nappa go off and train, while everyone else trains together. During this training period, Goku realises that Gohan is rapidly catching up to himself in terms of power, and even though he is happy someone can finally push him, he also realises the issue of Gohan turning into a great ape, and him not being strong enough to stop it, which is why with the help of Raditz, Goku works on becoming a Super Saiyan, and he's able to do it surprisingly quickly. It seemingly comes naturally to Goku, and with this, he knows he can start Gohan's next step in his training. He wants to train Gohan to control the Great Ape form. This means that no matter how powerful Gohan gets, he won't go on a rampage. So for the remaining time in the training period, Goku and Gohan work to control Gohan's Great Ape form, with Raditz creating fake means for Gohan to use, and Goku staying in Super Saiyan the whole time. And just before the training period ends, Gohan is able to control Great Ape. Now the time skip has ended, we head to the city where the androids were meant to arrive. The group encountering Gero and Android 19 like in canon, but Gero is shocked to see Goku still alive. He had drones following Goku until Namek. They detected he had a heart virus which should have killed Goku months ago. Goku smiles, saying they took care of that issue. And because of Goku having an extra person with him, he was reminded to take the medicine, so Goku is perfectly healthy. Gero then looks shocked, as Raditz, Nappa and Vegeta all transform into Super Saiyans, and Gero realises that he needs to escape, but before he gets a chance, Goku fires a Ki Blast at him, which destroys him instantly, and the 3 Super Saiyans jump Android 19 and destroy him as well. The group wrongfully believe these were the 2 androids Trunks was referring to, and because of this, Gero's lab is never uncovered. An imperfect cell slowly makes his way to the lab in order to absorb the inactive Android 17 and 18. Trunks eventually arrives, seeing the destroyed bodies of Android 19 and Dr. Gero, and saying that these weren't the androids he was on about. Perhaps him travelling back in time changed the timeline, but surely not like this. The group then sense an insane power emerge from a mountain range in the distance, even Goku having a shocked expression on his face, and he looks to the rest of the group, sternly telling them to go to Kami's lookout now, and train in the time chamber. None of them knowing what the time chamber is, but Goku says that Kami will explain it to them once they get there. But they need to go now. Gohan looks worried, saying Dad? But Goku cuts him off by transforming into a Super Saiyan, and instantly flying off into the direction of the insane power. The insane power having another monstrous increase before Goku even arrives. And once he does, he comes face to face with Perfect Cell, outside of Dr. Jiro's lab. Cell introduces himself, saying how nice it is to finally meet Son Goku, the only being in the universe he respects. Goku then says that Cell can respectfully leave the planet then, and never return, but Cell laughs, saying they both know that isn't going to happen. He will leave this planet, but after he has destroyed the only threat to his power. Goku smirks, thinking to himself that if only Cell knew. But Goku says if that's the case, then they might as well get started. It's a good thing he mastered Super Saiyan while training Gohan, or he wouldn't have stood a chance. Cell agrees, as the two get into their fighting stances, and then their intense battle begins. Goku and Cell's fight being very similar to their battle in canon, however this time, it isn't a tournament, and Cell has nobody else he wants to fight, so Goku isn't going to quit, and Cell doesn't want to kill Goku so quickly, since he knows he will never get a challenge like this again. An entire day passes. Yes, they've been fighting for an entire day, and Goku and Cell are exhausted. Cell not as much, but still a bit exhausted, while Goku on the other hand is extremely so. Not only that, but Goku is brutally bloodied and beaten, on death's door, while Cell, thanks to his regeneration, is perfectly fine. Cell commends Goku, saying that this has been fun. However, Goku is no longer entertaining for him. He is about to die anyway, so he'll put him out of his misery, and make his death faster. Goku falls to his knees, actually smiling. So this is what death feels like, Goku thinks to himself. It's a very refreshing feeling. Cell bids Goku farewell, firing a death beam towards Goku's head to finish him off once and for all. But the beam is then smacked away by a mastered Super Saiyan Gohan who has just arrived. In Goku's final moments, he gets to witness his son demolishing Cell, and Goku then dies in peace, getting to see his son surpass him, and knowing the Earth will be safe. After Gohan kills Cell, he goes over to his father's body, crying as he lets out a roar of pure pain and agony, transforming into a Super Saiyan 2 for the first time, and then flying to the lookout, carrying his father's dead body, and they try to use the Dragon Balls to revive everyone killed by Cell, since he did absorb some humans before getting to the androids, who are revived, and even the androids themselves are revived. They then all hear Goku's voice as he says hi to all his friends. He's going to stay in Otherworld, at least for a while. He met this guy called King Kai, who he's going to train with, and he is sure he'll find a bunch of other strong guys he can learn from as well. Also, he feels like he's only brought trouble to the Earth, and now Gohan has full control over his power. He isn't needed to keep him in check, and the Earth will be forever safe as long as Gohan is there protecting it. Goku then says goodbye to everyone, and even though they are upset, they understand Goku's decision, and everyone who hasn't been in the time chamber yet decide they are still going to do so, because it will be very beneficial for them. And with this, all the Saiyans master Super Saiyan. And now Trunks is confident he can defeat the androids in his time. He says goodbye to everyone as well, as he returns to his own timeline. And as for the androids in this timeline, Gohan went back to Dr. Jiro's lab, seeing the androids were still there, and telling them that they will be allowed to live and do as they please. But if they so much as hurt a single human, he will hunt them down and kill them. The androids can't sense power levels, but Gohan's aura alone scares the androids into submission, and they agree. So with that, the android threat is over. We now have 7 years before the Buu Saga. Gohan trains to combine Uzaru and Super Saiyan, and he does this in the time chamber, in order to not destroy the Earth if he loses control. And eventually, he's able to perfectly control Golden Great Ape, and even unlock something new. Besides this, Gohan still goes to school, and becomes a Great Saiyan man. But Gohan also balances his school life with training, as he knows if a threat like Cell came about again, literally nobody else would stand a chance other than himself. Meanwhile, Chi-Chi gives birth to Goten, Raditz and Piccolo become roommates in a home in the forest near Mount Paozu, and spar with each other. Raditz even achieving Super Saiyan 2 during this time, while Piccolo's base form just grows stronger. And Vegeta continues his training, while raising Trunks. And Nappa really doesn't know what to do. He trains with Vegeta from time to time, but other than that, he doesn't really have anything to do. So he decides to take a gravity ship into space and explore the galaxy to find purpose. And during all of this, Goku is in Otherworld. After he finished learning all of King Kai's techniques, he explored Heaven, learning a bunch of new techniques and achieving Super Saiyan 3, even being able to combine it with the Kaioken. And with all of this, we are going to end off this part. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to like, comment, and please do subscribe. It is quick and easy to do. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to All Might, Mega EXO, Boldemir Garcia, Camo Ren, and Jonathan Way for becoming channel members. If you want to be shouted out at the end of the video, and give a perks like the channel members here, then there is a link in the description down below to become a channel member. It greatly supports me, and it helps me immensely. With all that out of the way, I hope to see you all in the next episode of What If Goku Was Born with FRIEZA'S Potential.